Hello everyone, welcome to our object-oriented programming series. We will dive into the world of practical C# coding. We will explore how it's used in real-life scenarios. Throughout this series, we will cover topics like creating and using classes and objects, encapsulation and access modifiers, exploring the concepts of inheritance, abstraction, and polymorphism. In this inaugural video, we are starting a journey with a deep dive into the classes and objects. Now let's pass the mic to my colleague David, and he will explore the world of classes and objects in C#.
A class is a blueprint or template for creating objects in C#. It defines the structure and behavior of objects of a particular type. In this example, we have a product class that represents products in our e-commerce system, with properties like product ID, name, description, and price. It also has a constructor. A constructor is a special method with the same name as the class, used to initialize object properties when an object is created. It also has a method displayProductInfo to display the product details. Finally, our product class looks like this. An object is an instance of a class, meaning it is a concrete representation of the blueprint defined by that class. Objects are created based on class definitions. If you have a product class, an object of that class might represent a particular product, such as a laptop with a specific product ID, name, and description. In C#, creating objects from a class is a fundamental concept. Let's explore various methods to create a product object, using the product class as an example. Method 1, using a constructor. The most common way to create a product object is by using the class constructor. Constructors are special methods responsible for initializing an object when it's first created. In this method, we provide values for the object's properties directly during instantiation. Method 2, using object initializer. Another convenient way to create a product object is by using an object initializer. With this approach, you create an object and initialize its properties in a separate step, making your code more readable. Method 3, using default constructor and property assignment. If the class defines a default constructor, a constructor with no parameters, you can create an object and assign property values individually. You can create multiple objects of the same class, each representing a different product. Objects can execute the methods defined in the class. Now, let's run it and see the output. We've created 3 products and are calling displayProductInfo for each product, resulting in the details of all 3 products being displayed in the output. Let's take one more class shopping cart that represents a shopping cart for users. Users can add products to the cart. Here is the code for our shopping cart class. We'll break it down step by step to understand how it works. We have a private field called items, which is a list of product objects. This field is used to store the items in our shopping cart. The concept of encapsulation is crucial here, as this field is marked as private, meaning it can only be accessed within this class. Next, we have the add-to-cart method. This method takes a product object as a parameter and adds it to the items list. It's essentially how you add products to your shopping cart. Now, let's take a look at the displayCart method. This method is responsible for displaying the contents of our shopping cart. It does this by using a for each loop to iterate through the items list and calls the displayProductInfo method on each product object. Let's put this code to the test. We'll create a shopping cart object, add some products to it, and then display the cart's contents. Let's debug the code and see the output. That's it for today's tutorial on the C# shopping cart class. I hope you found this video informative and useful in your coding journey. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments below.